So you're thinking about moving to Dallas, Texas, and you're probably wondering, where should I live? What is the best place? And here's the cool thing about moving to Dallas. There are so many amazing communities to call home. And in today's video, we're going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about one of the best places to live in all of DFW. Now, don't take my word for it. According to Money Magazine, livability.com, this suburb has been rated one of the best places to live in the country. You got it. We're talking about McKinney, Texas in today's video. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about living and enjoying life in McKinney, Texas. McKinney has the slogan "Unique by Nature," and we are going to break down everything you want to know about McKinney, Texas to see, is McKinney the right spot for you? But here's the cool thing. Like I mentioned, there are a ton of amazing places to live. Guys, my name is Alex Piak with eXp Realty. I'm a North Dallas real estate agent. My channel is Dallas, Texas Living with Alex Piak. And we like to share with everybody, what is it like living, eating, enjoying, entertainment, you name it, right here in DFW. So we're going to be jumping on a map. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the day-to-day life, grocery shopping. We're going to talk about the schools. We're going to talk about some of the best neighborhoods. So we're going to take a deep dive, and my goal is at the end is for you to say, man, McKinney's right for me, or hey, maybe it's not. Maybe we need to go check out some of the other map videos and see some of the other communities that we've done, because my goal is to bring you and highlight you all the best places here in DFW. So let's head on over to the map and let's get started. All right, guys, I am excited to take a deep dive into McKinney, Texas. McKinney is definitely not a small place. This is a larger city, but it has that small town feel to it. We're about 30 miles north of downtown Dallas. I'm gonna share with you a little bit about some of the breakdown here of McKinney, Texas. Again, you heard me say one of the best places to live, one of the best real estate markets, according to Wallet Hub. Money Magazine rated McKinney one of the best places to live, fourth fastest growing city. There is so much to do in McKinney. So let's just take a look here. McKinney right now, this is as of January 2024. There's over 214,000 people here in McKinney. And one of the reasons why so many of you are relocating to the Dallas, Texas area is because of the job market, and that is highlighted right here. The median household income is over $113,000, and look at that median age, okay? We're talking mid-30s, higher education, very cool spot to live. And you can see the growth here it's been exponential year over year over year. More and more people are coming to McKinney. And by the way, we get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you who are thinking about relocating to Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making the move to Dallas, shoot me a call, send me a text, send me an email. We'd love to connect with you. Now, we're gonna pull up the map because I wanna show you here. You can see the red dots. That is the perimeter of McKinney, Texas. You can see McKinney is a pretty large city here in the North Dallas area. It's actually larger than its neighbor, Frisco, considerably larger than Prosper. We've done those map tours as well on those cities, but I'm excited to dive into McKinney because McKinney's just different. You can get out north up here more, a little bit of the less developed area. You could be right in the heartbeat of everything with all the accessibility to the different highways. So a lot of choice and a lot of cool places to live and call home. Now we're gonna zoom out from the map so you guys can see here is Dallas right here at the lower part of this map, and here's McKinney. What makes McKinney very unique and accessible is its accessibility, is the fact that you can see there are several major highways that are connecting you to everywhere you want to be in the Metroplex. There's 380 going east and west. There's Freeway 75. There's the Sam Rayburn Tollway 121. You could shoot over to the Dallas North Tollway. So very easy to get around just about anywhere in the Metroplex. And so many people who do relocate here. We've got a lot of professionals who do travel. So I wanted to pull this up and give you an idea. If you lived in McKinney, how long would that commute take to get to the Dallas International Airport? So DFW Airport here, and you could see it's about 33 to 40 miles depending on where you live. If you live north of the 380 area up in this, you're probably going to add in another 10-15 minutes of the commute. But right now, this time of day, it's midday, you're looking at a 30 to 40 minute commute. Now, I would never go Freeway 75 to get down here. You can see how much out of the way that is. The Sam Rayburn Tollway 121, that's your straight shot, 30 minutes. Now, with rush hour, absolutely add on another 20 to 30 minutes. It's probably going to take you 50 minutes. Very rarely has it ever taken me an hour, and I've lived here 10 years. I live in Frisco, but right on the McKinney border, right up here, north section there. So I would say I'm usually there in about 45 to 50 minutes, and that includes at 8:30 in the morning when there's traffic. That is at 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon. So you definitely want to add some buffer time to that as well. Now, we have a lot of folks who will work in Dallas. We have a lot of remote workers, but they do a blended schedule, kind of a hybrid schedule where they've got to get into the office 2 to 3 days a week. And you could see, and I mentioned this, one of the beauties about McKinney is you could take Freeway 75, or you can jump over 121 and come down the Dallas North Tollway. And right now that's going to put you into about a 35 to 40 minute drive. Again, you're going to want to add about 15 to 20 minutes on top of this for rush hour. I would say definitely probably about 20 minutes. And on the way home, if you did take 75, because this is the freeway, so there are no tolls for traveling on this road, it is congested. This might actually be closer to about an hour and 10 to an hour and 15 minutes with that amount of traffic. Me personally, to avoid some of that, I'd probably do the Dallas North Tollway in the cutover here on 121. Again, you do have tolls on this road, so that's something to consider, but absolutely, we do have traffic. Matter of fact, that's one of the probably the worst things about the area is so many people are relocating here. Our traffic has really increased. So there's no way around that, unfortunately. When you live in an area like this where everybody wants to be, well, that's just kind of what it is. That's kind of normal for life. So I wanted to put in the terrain map here so we can kind of see, because you can just see how many households are in here as we kind of move around the McKinney, Texas border here. So Prestwick, this is actually really close to me. This is the westernmost part of McKinney. This is a community right here. You can see all the rooftops. Most of what you're going to see in McKinney is master plan communities. Right over here in this section here is the West Ridge community. There's several different mini, we'll call them villages inside of West Ridge. There's Valor West Ridge. There's the Reserve at West Ridge. Pretty large master plan communities with amazing amenities. That's located right over here. Tons of golf courses. By the way, stay with me. I'll show you some of the best golf courses in this review. So if you do like golf, you could actually already start to see them on the map, some of the communities. over here, but you can see how many rooftops there are in McKinney. Now, here's the exciting thing. There are still some amazing brand new construction opportunities inside of McKinney as well. So we'll cover those as well. This is Custer Road, and Custer Road is the border between Frisco to the west, McKinney to the east. What's really interesting about McKinney is depending on where you live, if you live in this section off of a Custer Road here, your kids may actually go to Frisco Independent School District. If you live in this northern section over here, which is kind of in the Frisco, and then north of you is Prosper, you actually might be in Prosper ISD. Actually, a matter of fact, you see Coit Road right here. This school, this is Rock Hill High School, which is a Prosper school. So you can kind of see how close you are to the border. What's nice about this too, you could actually start to see some of the development here of the commercial. So much going in as it relates to grocery stores, dining, shopping. I couldn't even tell you how many Walmarts, Targets there are. It's absolutely incredible. HEB grocery stores popping up all throughout the Metroplex. There's some smaller airports as well in McKinney. This is 380. So this is a major east-west corridor. If you live north of this, this is a road that you are going to be traveling quite frequently. You've got some amazing communities that we're going to talk about in here. Tucker Hill, Auburn Hills. This is Auburn Hills right here, one of the communities that we'll talk about. So again, just north of 380, very cool, convenient location. This is the hospital right down here. So much going on. And then again, a huge strip of commercial just lines 380. So anything you could think about for food options, grocery, dining, so much of that is just right here at your fingertips. Costco, wholesale, Hobby Lobby. These are all little food chains down here, right along that. Raytheon, right here, one of the big employers in this area, is just south of 380. You can see how big that campus is for Raytheon, west of 75. So great location. So one of the big employers here. And then you could see some of the ball fields. Just sports are huge here inside of DFW. So that's something to keep in mind. Planet Fit, I mean, just so many gyms, you name it. There is so much going on here. McKinney is definitely one of the areas that is more developed. So you're gonna move in here while there's still a ton of new things coming. You're going to have the accessibility to everyday things. It's already built around you. So you're not kind of so far north in some of the other communities where you're waiting for the development. This stuff is already here. So you're going to have that enjoyment right off the beginning of moving in. You can see several high schools in McKinney, Boyd, McKinney North, Pulte here with Irwin Farms. We're going to get into some of these subdivisions. Now, what I'll tell you is when you kind of get north of 380 in this area and east of 75, this is where there's still some development happening, some open land. This is the old historic downtown is layered in here. So a little bit more, you can kind of see what the streets look like here, these north-south grids. So this is the downtown area. By the way, the Yard in McKinney, one of my favorite places. If you like burgers, this is an absolute must go-to spot, trust me. And then barbecue lovers, Hutchins, this is one of two locations. They've got one here in McKinney, one in Frisco. Man, you are going to absolutely love it. So you can see you still get the history of McKinney with the downtown, the walkability, like the yard right here, all of this section in here is walkable. There's a cool wine spot right on the corner. The downtown, this area, I'm gonna zoom way in here. So here's the yard. Let's take a good zoom into the yard here. So it's hard to see because it's actually covered, right? So this is the restaurant. All underneath these trees is outdoor dining, a little beer garden, bag toss. I mean, it's just such a cool spot. So you park back here in this parking lot, and then you just kind of walk through here off of Louisiana. These are a ton of like little art galleries, little boutiques, great restaurants. And then this little square here, they do a ton of events. By the way, I'm going to pull up the downtown website. There's a separate website that tells you all the events, everything that is happening. This is a cool spot. So you can see the downtown parking, the pub in McKinney. So most of this right here along these several blocks, this is all walking. People are hanging out here all the time. There's a ton of things to do. And then here's the winery right here in the corner. So they got a little outdoor area here. You can see the little wine glass there, Landon's Winery. Very cool spot. If you like sangria slushies, absolutely recommend hitting that up as well. And then if we kind of come over here, so we cross McDonald here, this is a lot of, older commercial, big textile businesses. This is seeing a ton of new development, revitalization coming here, use of the land, tearing down some of the buildings, lots of cool things coming in here, including Tubbs Brewery, which we're going to get into here in a second, but I want to go into that. So again, we've got McKinney here. One of the main reasons why people move to the area are schools. Now, I can't steer you from one school, but I tell people, do your research. You're going to clearly be able to go to websites like greatschools.org, niche.com, and you're going to see this McKinney school. It's highly rated in the state. It's got an overall rating of almost a 90. I think it's 89 was the last rating. 17th best school district in DFW, according to niche.com. 21 elementary schools, 6 high school, 5 middle schools, almost 25,000 students. So you could definitely come here, pull down this map, and if you wanted to take a deeper dive into any of the schools that you may be considering, one of the cool things we could do with customers too who are moving here is if there's specific schools that you want your kids to attend, we could actually set up customized home searches based on, so if you knew you wanted your children to go to a specific high school, we could actually customize a home search by that. By the way, that's really what we do, is we help people find the right home in the right area that fits exactly what you're looking for. So if you're thinking about making this move and you have some specifics that are really important to you, I always tell people, tell me 2, 3, 4 things that are really important to you, and we'll be able to help you pinpoint one of the best areas to live in based on that. So tons of great things. And by the way, sports, I mentioned sports. Look at this football stadium. This is the McKinney ISD Stadium that just opened a couple of years ago. $70 million. You heard me right. This is a high school football stadium. Every city's got one of these. Frisco, McKinney, Prosper. Football, sports in general are huge here. 12,000 seats for high school football, and you better believe these things sell out. So many of the schools are actually selling like season tickets in advance. So it's not like you could just say, hey, I got nothing to do on a Friday night, let's go watch football. Anytime they're going to be in the big stadium, it might be difficult to get some tickets. So if you love sports, you're absolutely going to love the North Dallas area, whether it be football, baseball, soccer, you name it. There is, like, one of the things I love about, I'm a huge sports enthusiast. I love the fact that within 45 to 50 minutes, I can attend any sporting venue I want, from the Dallas Cowboys, the Stars, the Mavs, FC Dallas football. Now, I've got two kiddos, so my wife takes the kids to parks all the time. And I wanted to share this because McKinney's big, but look how many parks, soccer fields that they have accessible to the people who live here. It is fantastic. And you can click on any one of these and it'll tell you, does it got disc golf? Is it a soccer field? Are there swing sets? We have splash pads open to the community. There's one right over by our house that we take the kids to. It's got a great swing set, open field, splash pad. The swing set in the park is incredible. Kids absolutely love it. So you can jump in here and go to any one of the parks, and there are a ton. Now, as I mentioned, the downtown, it is such a cool spot. There's a ton of stuff going on down there. Matter of fact, this here is the downtown. This is the map. It tells you all the businesses. Tells you the upcoming annual events. Just super cool. We usually go down here for the home for the holidays. This is a real fun one. Again, you're walking downtown. They got a little train that goes through the downtown, music festivals, just a ton of fun because you get that small town feel and enjoyment. And then just great food, great drinks. So look at this. This is a list of everything that is down in that area. So little boutiques, jewelry, novelty gifts, just incredible. And this is what it looks like here. This is all the different parking, all the different stores. So that's definitely one of the things that we enjoy. Now, obviously, I'm in real estate, so I love to talk about the different neighborhoods. And by the way, I'm just going to showcase a few. There are dozens upon dozens upon dozens of different communities in McKinney. And that's why people reach out to us all the time, is to try to find the right fit for you. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Let's talk about what's important to you, and we can help identify some of the different neighborhoods, because some are brand new, some are older, some are established, some are tree lined, some are master plan communities with a ton of amenities. Some are just master plan communities with maybe just the pool. So there's something different for everybody here. One of the places people love to hang out is this Adriatica Village. There is dining, shopping, little venues, boutiques that you can go into. They got the Starbucks in there. There's a cool little wine place we've been in here with some live music. Very casual, fun place. This is a really unique setup. It's about a 45-acre parcel with this beautiful pond and lake that wraps around it. And it's like a mimic of a Croatian village, which is just in the middle of McKinney's Stonebridge Ranch development, which I'm actually going to pull up on the map. Stonebridge is a huge community, lots of homes. We've got gated communities, golf course that kind of goes in, but this is like eating, shopping, living, everything tied into one in this community. So that is one of the places people like to visit. And then Tubbs Brewery. This was a small little brewery just a few years ago when I relocated here. This is what it has turned into right now. They have fully developed this. We'll kind of go up to the top. You can see some of those custom beers that are being brewed there. These beer gardens, these breweries, this is a real trend right now. They have done such a fantastic job, and there are a lot of people are going here every single weekend. You could see this is a great depiction. You've got the outdoor covered area for live music, tons of different beer and drink options, plenty of space for the kiddos to run around. They kept some of the old silos out there. So just really unique food options right there as well. So I highly recommend, if this is your thing, check it out. Again, when I talk about some of the best places to live, and these communities like McKinney get rated by these outside sources, it's because of things like this. It's not just living there, but it's the enjoyment, it's the schools, it's everything combined that makes the community. We're going to look at golf. If you're a golf lover, man, there are a ton of options. We've got the public course at West Ridge. You've got private golf clubs with Stonebridge, TPC, Craig Ranch. That is obviously where you see the Byron Nelson being played for PGA, is at the TPC Craig Ranch. But that's a really cool spot. And then Stonebridge is another fantastic option. So very highly rated golf. So if you love golf, this is quickly becoming the home of golf. Right next door is Frisco, home of the PGA, with the 2 professional golf courses right there, just minutes down the road from McKinney. When we look at McKinney, like I said, I want to talk about neighborhoods. So that's what it feels like if you're just kind of having fun, you want to go out, a little bit of nightlife, you've got kids in school. But let's talk about living. Let's kind of put the bow on this. This is that Stonebridge Ranch community. As I mentioned, the golf course is layered in through here. There are a ton of little sections in here, which is important. So you might live in one specific section of Stonebridge, but here's the golf course. We'll kind of zoom in there. You could see the tennis courts all through here. Lots of water features kind of going through the community. You do have in-community schools. And I'm going to actually pull up a map, and we're going to look at what's currently available for sale. And we'll zoom into some of these neighborhoods for you guys here in a second, just to give you a better idea of what pricing looks like. Here's your tennis courts, country club, the golf course. You have homes with golf course views on the course. So lots of options for folks here. Let's see if we can maybe zoom into, yeah, there we go. So this is actually getting into the clubhouse here, some of the things into the community. So little school over there. Here's the tennis courts and everything at the end of the street. So very cool community. This is going to be a more established community. So you can see, look at the mature grown trees. So a little bit different feel. Everything here is already grown in. So if you're looking for an area like this, a little bit, I don't want to say old because they're not old, but a little bit older homes, maybe a little bit larger, some private homes, some gated homes. This is one of the areas that I would definitely take a look at. Now, if you're into new construction, Painted Tree, if you've been on our channel before, you know we have brought you every single new construction model home in Painted Tree, and there are a ton of options here in the Painted Tree community. Over 3,500 homes eventually coming to this community, priced from the 400s to in excess of $1 million is what you're going to find in here. Very conveniently located by that Costco's right off of 380. And this is the development here. So these are the different districts: Lake District, Villa District, Woodland. So here's 380s, as I mentioned. Lake Forest, right here is the hospital. Hardin over here is going to be the Costco. So it's a pretty large community. It's expansive, has amazing walking trails with views of water. People absolutely love this. They're going to have fantastic amenities. I highly recommend taking a look at our channel and looking at some of the different builders. I think there's 9 or 11 different builders in the community right now. And again, custom homes, all the way down to some townhome options as well. So I highly recommend taking a look at this community, seeing if it's right for you. they're doing a ton of events community related. Now, Trinity Falls, also a fantastic master plan community with some of the best amenities I've seen. It is a golf cart community. It's a large community, great outdoor spaces, schools, still have some new construction homes available. And I would tell you that these prices here are a little bit old and outdated. You can easily be in excess of $1 million today in today's market with some of their larger 70, 80-foot lot options. So that's something important to know. But there are new construction homes available right now. So it's just a beautiful community, top shelf amenities. You could see the pool, the covered area, the meeting areas. They call it the club, the bike and trails, the lodge. So much going on. Dog park, splash pad, playgrounds. This is an expansive community, and I'm actually going to pull it up on the map here in a second to show you that. But let's talk about a few other communities where we see a lot of people looking and considering. You've got Tucker Hill, which is another fantastic community, a little bit different design of a neighborhood here for sure. The way that this neighborhood was established, the type of homes. When I say the type of home, it's really that exterior view. You can kind of see here, it's not just your traditional brick homes. And we'll jump in there. We'll take a look at that as well. And then Astor Park, one of my favorites. This might be the new go-to community in McKinney. Part of the reason is you're located in McKinney, you've got really affordable property tax, but you're in the Prosper Independent School District. So that is attractive to people. This community is also gated, individually gated in each neighborhood. There are 5 different builders in this community right now. And by the way, we got your back because we already toured every single model home in this community for you. So you could see that right on our channel. Toll Brothers has 2 different models. Highland Homes has two models to choose from. There's William Ryan, MI Homes, Shattuck Homes. So lots of opportunity there. And this is really conveniently located too. You could see they even mentioned the Prosper ISD, one of the best in the Dallas Metroplex. So very cool. If you're looking for new construction, you like the feel of gated, something I would highly, highly recommend. Now, as I promised, let's jump into the map. This is actually my website, everythingdallasrealestate.com. And we are up in that Trinity Falls area just to kind of give you a ballpark of what we're seeing. This is mostly resale homes. So Trinity Falls has been around for a while. So they've had several phases of new construction. So what you're seeing is some of the resale opportunities in here. And yes, you do see homes in excess of $1 million, $600,000, $800,000, $850,000 with new construction. I do know one builder right now has larger executive style lots at a much more affordable price. I'm actually building with that builder in a different community, and my buyer's at like 1.4 million. You could probably be in this community for almost $250,000 less. Now let's zoom out here just so you guys can see. Trinity Falls is north of 75 and north of 380. So the thing about living out here that you need to consider, it is on the northern part, I would say northeast part of McKinney. It's going to put you a little bit further out from the 380 corridor. So you're probably going to have a good 10 to 15 minute commute to get into some of this everyday conveniences like the Costco and things like that that lines 380. So that's something you may want to consider, but man, it's one of the fastest selling neighborhoods hands down. So something you may want to consider. Now, here we are. This is the hospital that we talked about, the Baylor White Hospital right here with the communities behind it. So you can see what's nice about McKinney is it's still somewhat affordable compared to its neighbors like Frisco and Prosper, where you really can't find a home unless you're spending 7, 8, 900,000, where you can see 500,000, 450, 499, 450. So depending on your budget, this is a neighborhood I would highly recommend. Now, inside here, I want to show you this because this is where we start getting into the new construction of Painted Tree. Painted Tree is gonna put you right here. So you come down here, here's Hardin. Let's see if we can go satellite view. Yeah, there we go. That actually makes it a little bit easier for everybody. So here's your Costco right off of 380. This right here, what looks like dirt, guys, this is the Painted Tree community, all of this right here. So you can see all of the Painted Tree community right outside of 380 by the hospital. So that's a really cool location for a community because you're very close to everyday necessities. Again, that's selling so fast right now, really fast. So if you're interested in that, definitely reach out to us because I promise you it is selling very quickly. And you can see we've got a bunch of established neighborhoods in here. We can get down into some of the golf course communities where, you know, again, if you're living in a specific community in Stonebridge Ranch there, you can easily get into the $1 million plus homes. You could see this home right here with that beautiful backyard, $915,000. So you could definitely get into some higher end homes without a doubt here. But this is a screenshot here. We'll back out, show you everything. That's all the homes currently available right now, about 791 homes available for sale in the McKinney area. Come down Virginia Parkway here. You could see lots of, I would say some higher end homes tucked in here, more mature community, again, 900,000, $1 million inside of some of the gated areas off of the golf courses. Craig Ranch being a very well-known area, golf course running through Craig Ranch as well, but plenty of affordable options in the low to mid 400s, $500,000. So again, budget wise, you're still getting so much bang for your buck inside of a McKinney. I couldn't recommend it highly enough for everybody because you're still in the heartbeat of everything that's happening inside of DFW and the Metroplex. So I recommend it. Absolutely take a look at McKinney. You could see some of the price points here. We've got Tucker Hill up in this area as one of the communities to take a look at. So let's kind of zoom out here. And by the way, guys, listen, you clearly can see from the map, there are a ton of options when it comes to living here in McKinney, Texas. And that's probably one of the reasons why so many people reach out to us, is because they're trying to make a decision on what's the right place to live. You know, the one thing you don't want to do is move, pick the wrong area, and then feel like you're stuck there. So if you're thinking about making a move, I always tell people, let's connect early on. You know, people call every single day. They call, they text, they email, we go on Zoom calls. I love talking with you guys because we get the opportunity to hear what's important to you about making this move. And I can relate because I relocated. I'm not originally from Texas. I wish I had these map tours. I wish I had somebody who had gone through every single new community and filmed the model homes that can tell me about what's coming in the area. And that would have really helped my family pick the right location. because let's face it, making the move, moving more than once, it's not fun. So that's what we're here for, is to add that value. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Tell me 2, 3, 4 things that are really important to you about the area, the location, the house, the community, schools, employment, whatever is important to you. We can help you identify some neighborhoods that you may want to consider based on what you share with us. So give us a call. We'd absolutely love to help you make that move and that relocation here. Again, it's something I did, so I understand the process. So we'd love to help you with that. Now, matter of fact, what I want to do is, because maybe at the end of the day, McKinney's not what you're looking for. Well, the good news is, there are literally 100 other options throughout DFW. We haven't even talked about the Fort Worth side of the Metroplex and some of those amazing communities like North Lake, Argyle, South Lake, Colleyville. There's so many areas on the west side. On the east side, we've got Rockwall, Rowlett, Fate, Wiley. So many options to choose from. So give us a call. We'd love to help you. What I'm going to do is, if you click right here, I'll give you a playlist of all of the map tours that we've done just like today, so you can learn about what it's like living in some of the other areas. So click that, take a look at it, give us a call, shoot us a text. We'd love to help you. And guys, we'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later.